Most people think power comes from speaking louder, from proving themselves, from winning every argument, but the truth is the people who always need to be heard are usually the ones with the least control. Real power is silent, because the moment you rush to explain yourself, defend yourself, or react emotionally, you lose the advantage. You hand your power to the other person. And that is exactly what most people want. They do not want the truth, they want a reaction. They want to see what hurts you, what triggers you, what makes you emotional. Because the moment they can control your emotions, they can control you. That is why the smartest people do not react immediately. They stay calm, they stay silent, and they watch. When someone attacks you, insults you, misunderstands you, or tries to provoke you, your first instinct is usually to defend yourself. You want to explain, you want to prove that you are right, you want to make them understand, but the more you speak, the more power you give away, because now you are reacting to their frame. You are playing their game. You are letting them decide where your energy goes. And while you are busy trying to explain yourself, they are learning exactly how to control you. They are learning what makes you angry, what makes you insecure, what makes you lose your balance. Most people reveal everything about themselves without even realizing it, especially when they are emotional. That is why silence is powerful. Silence interrupts people. Silence makes people uncomfortable. Most people cannot handle silence because silence creates uncertainty, and people hate uncertainty. When you do not react, when you do not defend yourself, when you simply stay calm and say nothing, something interesting happens. The other person starts talking more. They begin to over-explain. They begin to repeat themselves. They begin to reveal more than they intended because they need something from you. They need your reaction. And when they do not get it, they start losing control. That is when you begin to see who they really are. You see their insecurity, you see their ego, you see their hidden motives, you see whether they actually wanted the truth or whether they only wanted to dominate you. Most people are not trying to understand you. They are trying to provoke you. They ask questions not because they want answers, but because they want information. They want to know what hurts you, what triggers you, what makes you emotional, and if you give them that information, they will use it against you. That is why you must become unreadable, not cold, not fake, just disciplined, because predictable. People are easy to control. If someone knows exactly how you react every time, they know exactly how to manipulate you. If they know that criticism makes you angry, they will criticize you. If they know that rejection makes you desperate, they will reject you. If they know that being ignored makes you emotional, they will ignore you. They do not need power over you. They only need to know your pattern, and that is why you must stop giving people your pattern. Stop reacting the same way every time. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Stop showing every emotion the moment you feel it, because the more predictable you are, the easier you are to manipulate. But when you become calm, quiet, and difficult to read, everything changes. People begin to second-guess themselves. They begin to wonder what you are thinking. They begin to wonder if they still have power over you. And that uncertainty weakens them. There is a reason the quietest person in the room is often the most powerful. Because while everyone else is busy talking, proving, competing, and reacting, they are observing, they are listening, they are paying attention. They notice who talks too much, who needs attention, who becomes uncomfortable when they are not in control. They notice who lies, who exaggerates, becomes emotional too quickly, because when you speak less, you notice more. And information is power. People will tell you everything if you stay quiet long enough. They will reveal their fears, their insecurities, their ego, and their weaknesses. Not because you force them to, but because silence makes people expose themselves. Silence is a mirror, and most people cannot stand what they see in it. One of the greatest advantages you can have in life is being underestimated. Let people think you are less aware than you really are. Let people think you do not notice. Let them think you are weak, quiet, distracted, or easy to control. Because the moment people underestimate you, they lower their guard. They stop being careful. They stop hiding. They become arrogant. And arrogance always creates mistakes. That is when they reveal everything, that while they are busy trying to prove themselves. You stay quiet, you observe, you remember, you wait, because real power is not about winning every argument. Real power is about choosing which battles deserve your energy. Most people waste their lives trying to prove themselves to the wrong people. They argue, they chase validation, they try to make everyone understand them. But the strongest people know something different. Not every battle deserves your attention. Not every accusation deserves a response. Not every person deserves access to your mind. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is step back and let people destroy themselves, because ego always exposes itself. Impatience always creates mistakes. Overconfidence always makes people careless. You do not need to interrupt someone who is busy ruining themselves. You only need to stay silent and watch. Because eventually people reveal exactly who they are. Eventually they say too much. Eventually they make the mistake. Eventually they create their own downfall. And while they are losing control, you stay calm, you stay disciplined, you stay in control, because silence is not weakness. Silence is self-control. It is the ability to stay calm when others want you emotional. It is the ability to stay quiet when others want you to react. It is the ability to protect your energy, your focus, and your power in a world where everyone is desperate to be heard, become the person who speaks less, observes more, and moves with precision. Because the loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest person is the one who can stay silent and still control the room. Follow us for more growth, discipline, uncomfortable truths, and dark psychology. Comment below. What is one moment when staying silent gave you more power?